All right, welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco, and today is February 25th, 2023. Happy birthday, Trent.
Happy birthday, Trent.
Although he's going to see this or hear this like a few days later.
Hey, still counts.
Still counts.
Happy birthday, big boy.
So I'm not going to be sending you a text. I did my job and I said it on the podcast.
I'm probably going to send the most elegant text. Like a 3 to 5 page about how proud I am of him and of the man he's grown to be.
And then say happy birthday at the very end.
Do you have his address? Because we should send him something from Amazon.
I know where he lives. I don't know the address. I could pinpoint it on Google right now.
If we just sent him like how far you'll go.
We should write him a happy birthday letter, but
Trent is also a friend of Marco's.
Oh yeah.
And a recently acquired friend of Brandon's.
Yes.
I'm forced my way into his social life.
We should write like an elegant
Birthday
Dr.
rap.
Seuss happy birthday.
Again, if I didn't find out so late it was his birthday, I would have put you in a dress with a blonde wig and made a video sitting right here at my desk. And then just saying how proud I am of him and how great. And then have you come around the corner and go something like, "Are you ready for the Happy Birthday, Mr. President" song?
We should have learned how to do deepfake technology and had deepfaked like some type of actor into saying like a happy
that would've
birthday.
been sweet.
And then using like an AI voice.
You remember that scene in Community where he meets LeVar Burton?
Yeah.
And he's like, "I only wanted a picture. You can't disappoint a picture." I imagine that scenario happening.
I don't know why this reminds me of have you seen Tom stand up when he talks about his like Cincinnati Bengals friend who's like trying to get the signatures from them after a playoff loss?
After a loss.
And then what's his name ends up like
Chad Ochocinco.
No. Who was it? The guy that used to go to the bars and there were like a bunch of shootings?
Oh, Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, and he's like Pac-Man Jones. Like for
Tried
some
to fight
reason
him.
he asked Pac-Man Jones the question. He's like, "What'd you just say to me?" He's like, "I have a ball that you play with. Can you sign it?" And then he goes on to say like how much like his father loves him and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Pac-Man Jones looks at him and goes, "Tell that motherfucker I appreciate him." But like,
Yeah.
But like it was like it's such like a contrast of what you would expect from that individual.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess because Pac-Man's on McAfee a lot. Not a lot, but fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he's a really nice guy. He just has a way of finding him.
Yeah.
Like the last time he got in trouble, he got attacked at an airport by a random guy.
Oh.
The guy attacks him, so he lays him out, and then he gets in trouble.
You know what's hilarious about Pat McAfee actually? Is I feel like I have a hair that's like.
Well, you
sticking
keep playing
out
with
there.
your hair. Do you have like a receding hairline?
Oh yeah, no, I do have a receding hairline.
You have the hairline of like every 80s sitcom star. You have like the Frasier look going.
Wait, are you talking about like right here?
Right, bud, your hair goes up right back here. This is horrible podcast content.
Oh, yeah,
this is
like-
great for me.
Like right here? Yeah, if I really pull it back right there,
You have the hairstyle of a much older man.
Yeah. Well, no, I was looking in the camera and like I can't tell if it's like hair just like growing from there or if it's like pulling down and it's just. I'm a little OCD about things, so it was like annoying me.
No, like honestly, man, we're gonna have to figure out what we're going to do with your hairstyle the next 5 years, because you can see the lines showing up around here. You're gonna have hair on the sides, but nothing up top. By the time you're 33.
I think it was at the rosemary oil or something.
No idea.
I can start shampooing that into my hair or something. What are those like rolling things? I could get derma roller. I could get a derma roller.
What's the one Brian Urlacher uses?
Brian Urlacher. Oh, that's
He was a linebacker from the
No, I
Bears,
know
but
that's
he
the
was
one that
bald.
Brady juked out.
Yep. But he was bald his entire career until. For those of you that don't know, I'm pulling up a picture of Kelsey Grammer.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
That's
have
Kelsey
that.
Grammer.
Yeah, I'm gonna look terrible when I'm older.
Kelsey's making it work.
See, I'm just gonna go with the full bald look. I'm not even going to attempt to have any hair. Cause that's literally the hair this is literally Joe's hair that I'm starting to get.
So it comes from your mom's side? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
Meanwhile, Sean is almost 60 and he's got a full head of hair.
I know. But he chooses to like buzz it down too.
Man's a gift.
Well, your hair traits do come from your paternal or your maternal grandfather.
I would argue against that because my hair came from my dad's side, but
Oh, really?
I'm not a biologist like Marco.
No, I think it's like obviously it still depends on like whatever gene sequencing and stuff hits you, but it's supposed to be the maternal grandfather is like the determinant factor. I'm pretty sure.
So, have you seen the Machine trailer yet?
I did see that.
I did not see it.
Oh,
Are you okay if I watch it real quick?
you can watch it
Wait.
real quick. One thing that's gonna be I'll wait until you finish.
All
and I
right.
can-
This is going back to the roots of this
7 years
podcast.
ago, one incredible story blew up the internet.
When I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. I was a frat boy on a class trip.
This is Igor. He's here for your protection. He's very dangerous. You are not to talk to or hang out with him.
All I want to do is hang out with him.
Oh, I know this
Not
guy.
speak Russian.
Yeah, machine.
All I knew how to say was on the machine. It was literally the best summer of my life.
We robbing this guy?
Yes, yes.
23 years after those events, the story continues.
What is wrong with this shirt? Yo, machine. Not today, brother. Not today. My dad showed up.
You paid money to see my son tell his made-up story about robbing a train in Russia?
For the millionth time, it's a true story. It took about 2 seconds before he started making me mental. Look at him. Bear.
He's a monster. Are you the machine?
Ma'am, the party's outside.
23 years ago, you stole the only thing my father ever cared about.
Sorry.
If this is some sort of TikTok prank, I'm about to lose my shit.
It's definitely a prank. Clearly that's a fake gun.
Or not.
You're coming with me back to Russia.
Russia!
Okay. I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
This isn't what they said it was.
No, I thought it was literally like a remaking of.
More drugs.
His early childhood.
Bert, take off that shirt and show those SOBs who you really are.
Mark Hamill.
You gotta party with me.
Mark Hamill swearing's weird.
He's the motherfucking machine.
Well, he just did the Joker voice right there.
Yeah.
He tried to kip up.
Fine. Oh, just gonna shoot
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I could have put it so you
Oh
could
no,
see it,
I
too.
watched that. I know like exactly where you are.
Oh my god, I'm going to fucking hell! I killed a man!
Well, technically you killed several men.
Like I just thought Mark Hamill was like one of those people that like doesn't swear.
Mark Hamill, just the way he delivers lines.
He's
No
not a
one-
good actor.
You say that, but I disagree. He's like a stage trained actor.
Mhm.
So, but he's the only one that delivers lines like Mark Hamill. So
Yeah. But like I don't know, like I for some reason there's something I thought he said in an interview and stuff that he's not like a swearer or anything, so it was like weird hearing him swear and that.
I'm sure he does it for a role.
But like see, so I had thought the movie was just supposed to be like him in his younger years.
My understanding was it's him in his younger years, but Bert's playing himself. So it's just gonna be this guy saying he's 19 when he's obviously.
I thought they were going to use some type of like de-aging.
But no, I kind of like this idea better, where they're gonna.
Well, so here's what I was saying. I was like, well, I think like it was like obviously like they have somebody else playing younger him, and I feel like if they were to have made it that way, he probably might have wanted to play a younger self.
Right.
But Burt being Burt, like he has to make it about him. Like if Burt was going to make a movie, he has to be in it. He has to be the star of it.
I'm just trying to figure out who the actor is.
That plays Burt or the Russian?
Young Bert, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't recognize him when I saw it.
He is Jimmy Tatro. I know him from 23 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street.
Oh, then I've seen him in that. I just don't.
That was the second one. So there's two guys on the football team.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
selling drugs and the other guy was like called Rooster or something.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I have a feeling it's not going to get a wide release. So it's going to be one of those Drive to Albany deals. Or you'll read the review online. And
I could see it being released here.
so my thing is that Blood and Honey movie didn't get released here.
Yeah, that was not why that movie was on such a low budget.
Right.
I also heard it is like one of the most enjoyable bad movies in the world.
That's what I heard. I'm just surprised.
I heard it is super bad, but it's so bad it's enjoyable.
I just don't understand how Cocaine Bear gets a wide release.
Did you hear about the whole Cocaine Bear thing? So Elizabeth Banks is like the director, right?
Yeah.
Which she's from here. But oh, they have a mini game for it.
Oh, yeah, they
was
have
this like Pac-Man?
It's exactly like Pac-Man.
Um,
I never had it with audio on.
so what was that noise?
Oh, don't let me distract you, Marco. You keep talking about Elizabeth Banks.
So did you hear about the whole thing where there was cocaine dropped in the ocean, and they were afraid sharks were going to get it?
Recently?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so now Elizabeth Banks wants to make a cocaine shark movie.
I heard the
And-
joke that they would, yeah.
And she was like, imagine Jaws, but like cocaine. She's like, how could that not be good?
She takes shots at, what's his name? The one that directed Jaws. And
Spielberg?
Indiana Jones, yeah. She takes shots at him all the time for
Oh,
not having
really?
female leads.
Oh, okay. What about Marion Ravenwood? She was a female.
Well, that's what
lead.
someone said. A couple of people listed all the movies that have female leads that he did.
Is Marion Ravenwood the only female in the first Indiana Jones?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it in a hot minute.
Huh.
But yeah, so I don't know. Cocaine Bear comes out this weekend. I probably won't go see it.
I know. Han Solo's in it.
Yeah, I heard that. And Ray Liotta, the late great Ray Liotta.
Oh, the guy that died, yeah.
Yeah.
He was from, he was from something.
Goodfellas
Okay, yeah.
and
I
a
knew-
lot of other things.
I knew it was like some type of mafia movie. Yeah, I forget what I was gonna say. So yeah.
You got me. I didn't see Quantumanium yet.
No, I heard it's just a Marvel movie, which I'm
Yeah.
not surprised about.
I gotta see it.
Um,
But there's another big movie coming out that's gonna knock it out of theaters, so I have to move quick.
what movie?
I can't remember. It's in a couple weeks.
Huh? I didn't know.
I can't remember.
There's another movie in a couple weeks.
Isn't Indiana Jones or something coming out soon?
Indiana Jones
Or
comes out in
Guardians 3?
June. I thought Guardians 3 was around Indiana Jones time,
Which is
like June.
it June?
Yeah,
Um,
those are summer releases. Well, upcoming movies. Is it the dog one? Strays.
The rated R movie we couldn't think of last week.
Is it Scream 6?
You got me, man.
Actually, those ones. Oh wait, is Mario coming out?
Mario might be coming out in April.
Oh, okay. This is great. It actually gives me
By month?
Creed 3.
Yeah, but that's not gonna knock Ant-Man. Ant-Man's already down to like 8 showings where we are, so
What happens on March 3rd? Why is there like 20 movies coming out that week or that day?
you got me. I'm excited for Creed 3. It's right up my alley.
Scream 6, Luther. There is nothing on here that I think was like considered a big movie.
No?
Shazam? Fury of the Gods? March 17th?
No, because that one's gonna tank anyways.
Is it really?
Well, yeah, because you remember they're redoing the entire DCU.
John Wick Chapter 4,
When does that come out?
March 24th.
Mario comes out April 4th, 1983. Yeah. That must not be the movie.
Yeah. There's a Dungeons and Dragons movie coming out?
Yeah. They try it every like 5 to 10 years and it just fails. April 7th, Mario comes out.
April 7th, okay.
But no.
Have you seen the Tetris movie thing?
Yeah, that's an Apple movie.
Yeah. Does it actually release in theaters or just on Apple TV?
What Apple usually does is they do a week before it's on Apple TV.
Mhm.
They release it in theaters for 1 week only.
Okay.
But I think it's safe to say you can watch that one at home.
Oh, okay.
It's got the one that played Elton John
Yeah. Yep.
and The Kingsman.
Uh-huh. They have the guy from the new Indiana Jones in it.
So, I mean, I'm tempted to watch it.
Okay, May 5th is Guardians 3.
Oh, okay. Maybe I got my months mixed up, but if it's already down to 8 showings.
Wait, Fast 10 comes out May 19th?
I thought that was supposed to be the last one, but they keep talking about doing an 11th one now.
Yeah, because he wants Robert Downey Jr. to play the villain or something.
Which again, he just says these things out loud. Like as soon as Vin Diesel thinks of something, he's just like, better tweet about it.
Spider-Man Across the Universe, June 2nd.
That's been like a 5-year wait.
Mm-hmm. Transformers, Rise of the Beast, June 9th.
That'll be a good one.
The Flash, June 16th. Which apparently that may get a release like a month or two earlier at some event.
So dumb. I'm already done with it.
Well, do you see that there's like 3 different Batman in it, right?
Yeah. But we could have had a whole Michael Keaton as Batman in the Batgirl movie, but they had to ruin it.
Do you think they unmask Michael Keaton or they keep him in the suit so the de-aging is easier to do?
I think he was. They already had a trailer for the Super Bowl, and they showed his face. So
I thought he was just in the suit though.
no, I could have sworn he saw his face.
No, I thought it was him, just the mask on him. It was a headshot with the mask.
You got me, man. I think it's gonna be dumb.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bad.
I think it's dumb that we have Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2, and
But they're using it to reset the universe, right? Is that what they're doing?
which is even worse. Am I gonna get my money back for all the movies I saw in theaters, Marco? For resetting this universe?
We're erasing Henry Cavill's Superman and Gal Gadot's.
Are they
Wonder
gonna give me
Woman?
back the disappointment I had with Batman v Superman seeing that in theaters?
Did you watch the recut or whatever, the Zack Snyder one?
No.
Oh, that was for the Justice League movie though.
Right. I saw that in theaters too.
Didn't they literally do like 3 movies and then have a Justice League movie?
Yep.
Whereas like Avengers did like what, 15
8?
movies
Literally.
with multiple sequels. There's another Mission Impossible this year.
Mm-hmm.
July 14th.
It's a 2-parter.
Hey, July 21st, Barbie. We gotta see that
It's
one.
gonna be hilarious.
There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, Seth Rogen.
What?
I like how you don't want to discuss any of these. You just see that it's being made,
Oh yeah, and I just like ramble it off and don't even say anything.
and I literally just say who's in it and one fact. This is the worst podcast of all time.
Oh, it really is. Okay, okay. Here's one though. Blue Beetle. Why does that look familiar?
So Blue Beetle is DC.
Okay.
He was in the cartoons you probably watched growing up, like the Justice League cartoons.
Okay.
And the one from Cobra Kai is going to be playing Blue Beetle.
Oh, okay.
But I believe he's one of the first Latin superheroes.
Oh.
So,
Okay. Have you watched the new movie called You People?
no. I was really excited for it to come out, and then I just haven't gotten around to it. Eddie Murphy is in it.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Like one, it's not good.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know any people that don't look like you, Marco, so you probably don't understand it.
I watched it one. So they CGI'd one.
Some kiss.
Yeah, they CGI'd a kiss between Jonah Hill and what's supposed to be his wife in the movie.
Did they say why they did that?
People are saying it was because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
But like it came out really bad. Eddie Murphy just like he's funny in it, but I expected more from him.
He's
And-
very selective about what he does now.
Yeah. Is he like kind of like a silent retirement
I think
or
he
like a
said he was
soft
retired.
retirement?
Yeah, a long time ago, because he kept getting really bad reviews,
Mhm.
and then his stand-up did really well, but people got mad
Yeah.
because he got bored of it. So, switching gears a little bit. You play Harry Potter yet?
No, I don't have the game at all.
You and me might be the only ones that haven't played it.
Has Trent played it?
I haven't seen Trent in 2 weeks. You know
yeah,
this, Marco.
that's right. But Divine got it.
Yeah.
Is Divine talking about it a lot?
I asked him about it. He said he's like 30 hours in. So,
Oh, okay.
but no, like the internet's talking about it, and I just have FOMO right now.
So here's the thing about the game that I can't like that makes me not excited for it.
Too little trans representation.
No. There's actually a trans character in it, I think.
Oh.
So the combat, there's no like hand-to-hand combat in it. It's all spell casting. So
Let's start at the beginning. Have you ever seen Harry Potter or read the books?
yeah, I read the 7th book.
But you didn't read any of the others.
None of the others.
And then, did you see any of the movies?
I watched all the movies.
How much hand-to-hand combat did you see in those movies?
None. But so here's the thing.
This one might be our shortest podcast yet.
Is I feel like it's just it would be a very boring play style for the game. It would just be a bunch of casting spells at a distance, hitting a dodge. It's not like there's any like time parries and stuff I could imagine there being.
Yeah, you can time parry a spell. You muggle. I don't know. I wish it's not going to go on sale anytime soon. But I'd be tempted to buy it. There's no online component, huh? That's what I heard.
No, so the weird thing is when they announced the game a couple years ago, they made it sound like it was going to be like an MMO RPG type thing. But then it turns out it was just single player. And I was like, oh, that's a real bummer. Because that'd be really cool if you were in a world where it was like you, your friends, and like random other students.
Yeah, doing hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, but you were also like doing like your own missions and everything. And you could duel these other people at the same time. And
what I'm kind of digging, because I know Dragon Ball Z is not your thing, is this last Kakarot game. It came out like 3 years ago.
last what game?
It's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Oh, okay.
What I'm enjoying is what they did is you had the story. It took a long time to get through the story. And then now, pretty much twice a year, they release more chapters. And you take the characters you already worked on, and then you just go do these new chapters.
So, like, that's a thing is, like, the Hogwarts Legacy game, they said they have no intentions to add anything else to it, like a DLC or anything. The one thing that may get added is a Quidditch minigame. Which I'm shocked that they did not have a developed, like, Quidditch game in there, considering there's so much you can already do in terms of flying broomsticks around the world and everything.
I spent 3 days at work a couple months ago telling everyone I played Quidditch competitively. I even faked an injury one day and said it was from Quidditch.
Did you get the golden snitch at least?
Oh, well, I said we lost because of the
Oh.
golden snitch that we were leading.
Oh, okay.
It's all about the details.
I see. How's your allergy shot thing doing?
So I called them. They're going to call me next week for the first one. I guess it takes them 2 weeks to make a dose.
Oh, okay.
So now I'll start next week. But dude, this is stuff on my arms.
It's still there.
This is a week ago last Tuesday. So we're going on a week and 5 days tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that means, honestly, I know my body pretty well. This stuff's going to be here for another 3 weeks.
I told Pietro about it today.
Did you?
Because I told him, I was like, it's weird. You started coming in and Brandon stopped.
I do love Big Pete.
Wait, so do you have the list of, like, all the things that, like, it said you were allergic to and which ones you weren't?
Oh, yeah. It's easier to say the stuff I'm not allergic to.
Oh, really?
I'm allergic to 5 types of trees.
Birch?
Birch I've known since I was a kid.
Oak?
It didn't say oak. It said like sugar maple or something like that.
I was just going to say maple next.
But my thing is I love maple syrup. So
Redwood?
I don't think they test me for redwood because we're not in California.
Okay, well, we may want to get that tested when we do our Endor trip.
So yeah. So I'm excited to start allergy shots in my 30s.
Yeah, oh, man. I feel like you should have the list and list everything that you're allergic to. And then we could, like, get, like, an EpiPen on here and you could try all of them.
Let's see. I always knew I was allergic to cats, so that one blew up like this.
Okay, yep, I knew.
Dogs.
Dogs, okay.
Which I wasn't allergic to till recently.
Really?
Dust.
Oh, you're screwed.
Mold. 5 different types of trees. And the best part is, so I had it all here, and then they had to retest some of them up here.
So, like, do they have, like, an idea of which things they're testing for? Or is that, like, why there's so many? Because they just don't know and they just start testing you for everything they can?
They pretty much test you for everything to get a
Okay.
baseline.
Do they do the hops for beer?
I think I was okay on that one.
My younger brother's allergic to that.
The hops.
Yep.
So he's just strictly a wine coolies guy.
Yep. Likes his, just like, hard liquor, too. Yeah. At the right. Oh wait, no, he just turned 18, so legal somewhere.
In Europe.
Yeah, which that's where he is right now.
Oh, he's still there?
Actually, they were in London today on their
Boy.
way back home.
Did you catch Jokers this week?
I did. So I like the base challenges that they had.
I feel like it was too easy. The first one, where you just have to have someone like help you convince your boss,
That one was too easy
because there was just no risk for the other person.
The guy in the cutoff shirt though was so ridiculous that he even thought like he was like, yeah, no, I can do that for you. Like he didn't think about like what he was wearing.
That's the best part. The
Yeah.
tank top.
What was the second challenge again?
Sal lost again. Oh, they had some random guy I've never met before work with each one of them.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Q and him started to drink,
Yep.
which again I didn't get.
They were supposed to be doing the presentation drunk. After a couple of drinks or something.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so then it's just like, and back to Mark.
Yeah. Which actually he did like. I like that guy on there.
I thought he was funny. I just don't know where he's from.
Yeah, me neither. I think he was actually on Joe Gatto's podcast recently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think I
So-
saw that on the Impractical Jokers Reddit. But
He goes, I've flown from Nashville for this.
but the punishment though was a very old school punishment. I feel like for Sal.
Well, it's funny because it's kind of a reward,
Yeah.
but it's just so funny he just took them and left the shoes.
Well, it was like, oh man, the whole like pouring them either the wine
The
on the
wine on
shoes
his mom.
or on his mom. That was really good. I like that. And then what was the second one? Walking across the rocks.
Yeah, the first one they cut his pants. Second was his mom. Then the rocks.
Mhm.
And then they had to take the shoes away from kids.
The one kid
Yeah,
that won the free throw contest. Wait, what were the shoes again?
they were just limited edition Anthony Davis shoes.
Oh, okay.
But I guess Sal's a big sneakerhead, so
Yeah. Well, so like the kid ends up lucking out at the end because then he gets like actual Anthony Davis shoes after.
right. I mean,
Like when they said limited edition, was it just like his shoe that was made, or like did he
Yeah.
actually wear them?
no, it's his shoe that he made.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. So like that's not as big of a deal than the kid getting like Anthony Davis's actual shoes.
Right. I mean, the ones Sal got are probably worth more, but
Yeah.
it is just kind of weird. They just didn't donate money to the school or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I forgot about it. I watched it late last night.
Yeah. So I watched it when it came out. Shockingly, I was just like, wait a second, it's 10 o'clock. Let me put on Practical Jokers. So I watched it. Definitely a step down though from the past couple episodes.
Yeah, I don't think it was the best one, but definitely I think they're hitting their stride with this new
God,
layout.
The Post Malone punishment was so good though.
Oh yeah, no, it's really good.
I want Post Malone on there more.
Every episode.
I want him on there.
He's probably, if we're looking at it, the biggest star they've had.
Definitely.
Because, like, he's current.
He's current, but also music spans like
Generations.
generations.
Worlds.
But that
Brings people together.
that's the thing is like person to person probably know him more than like other things. Like an actor isn't known worldwide. Like Post Malone is played
Tom
worldwide.
Cruise would argue.
He's overrated.
But no, so it's just very funny. I do like that Anthony Davis, they made sure people knew Anthony Davis was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a reason for him to be there. He's not, like, dressed up. But the fact that Post Malone can just put on a pair of overalls and not get recognized.
Well, I think it's because like the
He just-
the tattoos
The
on his
tattoos
face
is what it is. People
Yeah.
just don't want to, like,
look at him.
right.
Um,
Which is crazy.
but what's funny is, I think that that's a good tactic though with Anthony Davis because basketball is like the third most popular sport worldwide. I'm pretty sure.
Well, one's baseball, right?
No, one is soccer.
2 baseball?
No, 2 may be swimming. I just saw this the other day.
Is this a Fox News report, Marco?
No,
Are
it's
they
not
just trying
Fox
to get
News
you to
report.
tune into swimming?
Basketball's on there. Hockey's on there. And I forget what the last one was.
Lacrosse.
No, it may have been like running.
Pickleball?
Maybe it was running. Running may have been second.
Skiing.
No. But
competitive
pickleball
dance.
is the fastest growing sport in America.
I keep hearing that, and I don't know why. I've never played. I don't know how to play. I also just don't know how something gains traction.
I don't care to know how to play.
I feel like you and me could get into like a competitive pickleball.
We should
league.
start our own competitive pickleball league.
Is pickleball the one like you have to like go inside and hit off a wall?
No, that's racquetball.
That's racquetball. Okay.
Pickleball, I think, is like smaller tennis,
Oh, okay.
but I could be wrong. The whole Anthony Davis thing. Let me go back to that. I think it was smart that they made him known as Anthony Davis
Yeah.
because it takes it away from Sal. So if anybody knows who Sal is, they're only focused on Anthony Davis at that point.
Right. Well, it's also funny because you can't really hide him because he's 7 feet tall.
That is true. But like that, I wonder if that's a tactic they use later on in the season.
Oh, I'm sure they have it down to a science.
Mm.
I'm just checking my downloads real quick, see if we're missing anything.
Now there is an episode next week, and then I think it has like 2 or 3 weeks off.
Right, because March Madness starts.
Who is it next week though?
I don't know. I thought it was a female.
I thought it was a female too. Not that there's anything wrong with them. Oh no, next week's John Mayer.
Well, we were close. There was a female. Have they had a female guest yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
Brett Michaels was the first one, then Post Malone, Anthony Davis, John Mayer.
what a sexist show.
Kesha's episode 5,
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
which is actually March 9th. Oh, so we have 2 weeks in a row we actually have it, and then they go on their couple week break.
As long as we have a basketball episode where we can break down our favorite episodes with people that obviously only watched 3 episodes of the first season.
So I was so worried with the Anthony Davis one. I thought they were going to do something about March Madness in it. Or like, I thought they were going to do something stupid. It's the highest viewership, though, for this season so far.
You watch the XFL yet?
No, but I hear people really like it.
I tried watching it last week. It's a rough watch.
Is it really?
I liked the first one because The Rock came in and did a promo with shoulder pads on and a jersey
Oh, really?
about following your dreams and never being counted out. I didn't know it was on Thursday. I didn't watch Thursday, but you might know this name, AJ McCarron.
Yeah, so I heard what he said after the game.
He likes to play because his sons get to watch him.
Yeah, he was like, I could get paid more sitting on the bench in the NFL, or I can play so my kids can watch me.
Which is really nice. I don't know if you remember, AJ McCarron was a big college star.
Is it
But-
McCarron or McCown?
Well, it's Josh McCown, AJ McCarron.
Okay.
And then he just never made the NFL transition, but he's been like a lifetime backup.
Yeah.
He's been on a bunch of different
Was he?
teams.
He was on the Bills for a bit.
I thought.
Or was that McCown? I'm going to get them confused. What's his name? AJ McCarron?
McCarron, yeah.
He was on the Bengals. Okay, I remember him on the Bengals. Oh, yep, Bengals, Bills, Raiders, Texans, Falcons, and now the St. Louis Battlehawks.
What was his year he was drafted? 2014?
Yeah.
God, I'm old. This guy's been in professional football for a decade.
Yeah.
No, he was always good enough to be on the team, but not a starter.
Mm-hmm.
So people for the first couple years after those Bengals years would bring him in
Yeah.
to like compete for the starting job, and then
You know what's funny, though? Is like his passer ratings aren't that bad.
well, yeah, when you only throw 5 passes and complete 3 of them.
109 for 174, 1,173 yards, 62.6 completion percentage, 6-3 TD to interception, which isn't great. Passer rating 86.7, like not bad.
Let me bring up my text messages because I was texting my buddy Ethan, who's a big NFL guy. Where is it? So one of the team has Martavius Bryant, Geronimo Allison as their starting wide receivers,
Okay.
which have both like played in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said if it was 2016, that'd be a stacked lineup.
It would be. Oh wait, I'm looking at his career statistics for college. That's I
Oh
was
yeah,
so
he was. I'm pretty sure he won a Heisman.
I'm like, why isn't he playing in this league?
Why is he not playing for Alabama this season?
Wait. So he had. Oh, did it like an injury mess him up? Because 2015, he actually did not have a bad season. Played 7 games, started 3, had a 2-1 record.
If I remember correctly, Carson Palmer got hurt that year.
Yeah.
So that's the reason he got into the game so much.
Yeah, so he 79 completions, 119 pass attempts, 66.4 percentage, 854 yards, 7.2 average, touchdowns 6 to 2 interceptions, 97.1. But then like after that, like 2016 he didn't play at all. 1 game.
Right.
But that's it. And then after that he just like wasn't given a chance.
Well, we don't know the full story.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at that, Oakland in 2018, I can't even tell you who their quarterback was.
That may have been Carr.
Yeah, it had to have been Carr. So a young Derek Carr, you can see why he didn't get in the game.
Yeah.
But 2 years in Houston,
Yeah, Houston.
that would have been Deshaun Watson years.
Yep, okay.
So, but I mean, good for him to take less money to go actually play.
Yeah.
And honestly, if the XFL is going to succeed, they need quarterbacks. That's
So-
why I kind of dipped last time before COVID.
Can we just have Brady play 1 season there?
How great would that be?
Just
You just see Tom Brady throw like 6 touchdowns for the Dragons or whatever team they have, the Rough Riders.
not only that, he would be the first multi NFL or multi professional football champion, wouldn't he?
No. You got to think Doug Flutie played in the Canadian Football League, won
No.
like 5 Grey Cups.
Okay, can this be Brady's like retirement? Let him go and win a season in the Canadian Football League and then win a year in the XFL and then retire.
What I want is to Brady to own a team, play as a team, and just be a player owner. That's what I want. I don't want him to be on a committee to own a team.
You know that almost happened with the Dolphins.
Right, but he'd own a percentage. I want Brady to straight up.
Well,
Where's he from? Southern California?
He doesn't have the money though to buy a team.
I don't know how much it costs for this XFL, dude. I felt really bad for these guys.
For the XFL, yeah, no, he definitely could.
They were playing in a football stadium.
Like that stadium
They were-
could be his home.
Just live there. But no, the game last week, bro. There was no one in the stands. I felt so bad.
Oh, really?
I felt so bad for these guys. I was just like, oh, this team they're losing so much money.
Well, like obviously it's going to take a couple years to like ramp up, so like they must know like that it's going to be at a loss for a bit, but I heard a lot of NFL players were actually like very happy with it.
Right. They're saying they welcome their players to play for the NFL after the season's over, if they get the opportunity. But also, they don't want to be a minor league system for the NFL.
Okay, so it was bought for $15 million. The league itself.
Right. Because Vince McMahon pretty much went bankrupt. Him and Andrew Luck's dad bought it. And then because of COVID, it lost so much money, they just went bankrupt.
Andrew Luck's dad?
Yep.
Oh. Wow.
Forgive me for not knowing his name. He was also like worked for
Luck.
the NFL for a bit.
Luck.
Yeah, Mr. Luck. But Vince McMahon actually sold stock in WWE to get enough money to buy the XFL and start it up, and then COVID.
Yeah.
There's just been a nightmare scenario.
So is it like their own stadiums, or are they like using NFL stadiums?
It's not NFL stadiums.
Probably like college?
They don't own the stadiums, but yeah, probably rent out college stadiums.
Okay.
Or you don't even have to rent it out. You make a deal. Like, hey, we're going to play here.
Wait, they can attempt 2 forward passes on the same play? That's a rule right here.
Is that for this XFL or the last XFL? Last XFL.
This means that if a pass is batted towards the quarterback, he is eligible to throw it again. So it can't cross the line of scrimmage.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, how come... In that case, you have every wide receiver running next to each other.
Yeah.
And then when you get tackled, you just throw it forward. But yeah, so that is a rule. The kickoff is actually really cool.
Well, so they also had the kickoff where, as opposed to an onside kick, you can go for 4th and 15.
So Yeah, so there's a couple rules. So, fourth down, there's no onside kick. Sorry. If you want the onside kick, you don't onside kick it. What you do is you do like a 4th and 15, 4th and 20.
And then you get the ball wherever you the pass is completed or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
The kickoff is actually really, I like the idea a lot. They want returns, but they don't want collisions. So you can't rush the guy catching the ball until he gets the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you start like 20 yards farther up.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the ball, then you start running. So you
Good
still
idea.
get the hit, and you don't get the collision. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Okay, so multiple changes that should be implemented into the NFL.
You can challenge anything, which I think is really cool. They show the locker room is all mic'd up.
Mm-hmm.
The sidelines are all mic'd up. You hear the plays coming in. You hear the quarterbacks all mic'd up.
No, all that.
So they have everything. They just don't have like the talent in the teams yet.
All that is like mic'd up in the NFL. They just don't release it.
Right.
But
But
this
when
is,
they go to like the booth review,
Yeah.
you hear exactly what the guy's saying.
Okay, so and the clock runs continuously except for change of possession and the 2-minute warning.
Yep. So it's a lot quicker game.
I like that way better.
Well, the only reason the NFL doesn't do that is because of commercial breaks.
That's I know that's why.
But I think at this point they have to realize no one's watching commercials.
They get up and do whatever they want in between, or people do what I do. Get my phone out. I go on this beautiful application called TikTok, and then I sit there.
I'm
and,
flipping to the other channel. I got Red Zone going, so I'm just gonna go to a different game. Like,
Yep. Yeah. No. It's Yeah.
I would probably, if it meant no commercials and a quicker game, I would probably pay more.
Now. So you said it was rough. Why was it rough? Just not good football this past weekend?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't watch all of it. I bounced back and forth, but this is the same problem the old XFL had. You need to establish stars and keep them.
Where are they getting a majority of these players from?
So a lot of former NFL players,
Okay.
players that were undrafted free agents in the NFL,
Okay.
and then so there's two types of NFL players, like the ones that were on the practice squad, or players that are like 33, 34. Good enough to play, not good enough to start in the NFL. So,
I think they should aim to get undrafted free agents and get up practice squad members.
yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing. And my thing is what's nice, so you're an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. You can play with the XFL and then go play in the NFL. It's just a lot on your body.
Yeah.
But there's no extra point. You can either go for 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point, and each time you just back up a little further.
So is it like 5, 10, 15 yards?
I think so.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool because you're never out of the game. You can be down 3 scores in the fourth quarter and then just come back because you just hit a couple of those third and longs.
Yeah, so wait. You said there's no extra point.
Yeah, but you can get a 1 point conversion, 2 point conversion, or 3 point.
So and you're saying you're never out of the game because you could get the ones from the 15-yard for the 3 points.
Right. So say you're down by.
So like you could get 9 points for one possession.
Right. You do that twice, you're back in the game.
Yeah. No,
So-
I get what you mean now.
I like the idea. I think.
But this is also what I like about it is now you don't you're not guaranteed the points. Like in the NFL, I feel like it's almost such a guarantee most of the
Right.
time. Like
Even when they push back
it's
the
like
extra point.
it's what like a 95% chance, if not higher.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It's also a more exciting play.
yeah. So what is this though? The new proposal. So a tap penalty. Players who commit a foul which is not serious enough to warrant a penalty flag will be sent off the field for one play. This will keep the game moving quickly without allowing the players to break the rules. The offending team... Oh, so they're able to substitute. So I didn't read the unlike part. I was thinking that it was saying almost analogous.
Can you
to power
imagine
play.
that? Is you do a penalty, they take you off the field, and now you're shorthanded on a football field?
Well, like, so here's the thing is I feel like it would just be like, okay, now we don't blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you would still have enough people covering, but the one problem is now that quarterback has, okay, they're not going to blitz, so I can pass to tighter coverage, or there's also not going to be that quarterback spy, essentially somebody keeping the eye on him. Actually, I feel like a power play would be pretty cool in football.
I think it'd just be too much of a penalty. You're just giving up points.
Yeah, that's true.
Because hockey's designed where if you're shorthanded, you can play like really tight defense.
You know,
Ben DiNucci is in the league.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Cowboys backup quarterback that
Yeah.
got in when Dak Prescott got hurt.
Oh, okay. So one thing that I was saying about for hockey is like I've been on the fence about this. Like obviously you can get up to having like a 3v3 with if there's enough penalties.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, so like I understand why. Like I personally I like watching it like when it's a 3v3 more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I just feel like there's a lot more chance for somebody to break out in terms like there's not as much chaos around, so it's like a more fluid game.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm surprised that the rules never went to okay. So if this team has a penalty and then the other team gets a penalty, that it just negates the other person's penalty and they get to come out. But then I was also like, okay, but if like it happened 30 seconds into their penalty, then you still get a power play after theirs is finished, and then the other team still has 30 seconds in there.
Hockey in the last 5-10 years has really started to change with technology too. Before then, hockey was like so resistant to change.
Yeah.
So anything like that would have to be a big change. But also, like if you watch like Olympic hockey, they have a different number of players than the NHL. It's
Well,
not always 5-on-5. I think it's 4-on-4. Don't quote me on that. And then it just they have wider rinks, so it speeds up the game.
It's so funny that we just instantly like. I always forget that the goalie's on there, so realistically, it's like really 5v5 or 6v6, but they don't really count.
Speaking of hockey, how's Worcester doing?
Championship game tomorrow.
Really?
Yep.
You going down?
Yep.
Nice. Championship game, like they already done the playoffs, or
So their conference is super small.
mm-hmm.
So it's a there's only 4 teams, so instantly just goes semifinals.
Oh, okay.
But they were number 1 seed anyways, so they face the number 2 seed tomorrow.
So it's not like a series; it's a winner take all.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just because it's a new conference and everything. So
I remember you telling me a couple months ago. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. But I'm looking at all these. So is there something different with the XFL ball?
They have the chip in it, like the NFL ball does.
Okay.
I don't know if they use it yet.
Does that chip like read like spin rate and
so you
stuff?
know what's funny is the NFL has it.
But don't use it.
They don't use it till afterwards. 3 days later, they're like, "Yeah, by the way, that was a first down." It's crazy.
Oh, like it's a chip that tracks where the ball actually is?
Yeah.
So where is the chip? Like the dead center of the ball or on the ends?
No one knows because they didn't announce it because they didn't want people to say like, "Oh, the ball's flying different."
Realistically, if they do have it in there, it should be on the ends of it.
Right.
But
Mandalorian's coming out next week, huh?
oh, I'm so excited. And they're not doing the double releases at all. It's just one per week, so they say.
Is it going to be Wednesdays?
Wednesdays. Wednesday's such a weird day to me.
Wednesday is a bad day for it.
Like Shrinking is great because it releases on Fridays.
Right.
Also, you need to watch Shrinking at some point.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
It's legitimately one of Harrison Ford's best performances.
I went to start it, and then I was like, I better wait a couple weeks, because I really hate having to do it one episode at a time.
So, you don't pay for Apple TV consistently?
I do now.
Oh, you
Before
do?
I didn't. This is recently.
So, there's 6 episodes out. They only have 4 episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was going to say, even if you pay for it just like when you need it, if you were to purchase it right now, there's only 4 episodes left, so it would get you through to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 6 episodes. You could easily, you may be able to just double up on episodes for the next couple weeks.
I'll give it a couple more weeks. No, we recently got a bundle with the iPhones.
Oh, okay. I think I have 3 months free for when I got my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Or had it. Not anymore. Used it.
So
But Ted Lasso is the 15th.
Of March, yeah. Again, I don't know if I want to do that 1 week at a time. I might have to wait.
Ted Lasso, I've been waiting for this for so long.
It's so funny because I used to never be this guy. I used to be like, give me whatever I can. I'll watch it. I'll wait every week. And now I'm just like,
So here's the thing, though, with Ted Lasso coming out. So there's going to at least be a 2-week period where I'm going to have Shrinking, Mandalorian, and Ted Lasso.
are you going to wake up at 4 a.m. for The Mandalorian?
Oh, it's 4 a.m.? I thought it was 3 a.m.
Whatever time it is.
So here's the thing, though, about The Mandalorian that I found out with Obi-Wan is they are very inconsistent with the time they actually release it.
Oh, so you're sitting there waiting?
There are sometimes they release it at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
There were times where it would have to wait until 3 a.m. because it's supposed to be, I think, 12 a.m. Pacific time, which is 3 a.m. here.
Mm-hmm.
But there were times where it would release 3 a.m. here, or there were times it would release at midnight. There were times I would go on there and at 10 p.m. at night it would be open. I'm like, what are, like...
Disney Plus is axing their original content, too.
I heard that.
The Mighty Ducks got canceled.
Okay.
That John Stamos show, Big Shot, got canceled.
So I heard that they're changing things up because they weren't making enough money. Because they were losing users.
Well, I mean, it's gotten more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people, if it's not Marvel or Star Wars, are just using it for nostalgia watching.
Yeah.
So...
Well, let's be fair. Disney hasn't really made great original content recently.
Right, outside of Marvel and...
But you want to know what
Star
they
Wars.
are bringing back? Toy Story. They're making a 5th one. Hey, did you ever see Toy Story 4?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I watched it for the first time last weekend.
Really? You didn't see it in theaters?
No.
Oh.
Made me cry.
I mean, lots of things make you cry.
Can I spoil it?
No. I'm going to have to watch it
Okay.
with the missus at some point, so...
You guys should watch it tonight.
My thing is the third one almost, like, wrecked me. How many times can you just get emotionally wrecked by
Oh,
these
the
toys?
third one wrecked me too. When did that movie come? Oh, that movie came out like June of 2010, so I was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the movie theater with my friends to see it. I was crying. Do you know how embarrassing that is as somebody going into middle school when you're crying in front of your male friends?
Bro, I was in my 20s. I was just like, don't cry, man. Like, this is awful. Like, why are they doing this to us?
It's so crazy. Those Pixar movies are some of, like, the biggest, like, tearjerkers in the world. It's like they shouldn't have this much meaning. It's for kids.
It's crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm surprised. I just watched Black Panther last weekend. Finally,
Wakanda
Black
Forever.
Panther 2.
Yeah, how was it?
You want to talk about sad? It was like a 3-hour sad movie.
Was there like a lot of like Chadwick Boseman type stuff happening?
Scene, because you're not going to watch it, right?
No.
First scene is his funeral.
Oh, okay.
He dies, and then they go right into the funeral scene.
Didn't they say he died of like some unknown disease or something?
Yeah.
That's what it was? Yeah.
And then he didn't tell anybody, so they couldn't help him.
Oh, so it sounds like exactly like real life.
Yeah.
Well, except he was probably getting help in real life.
I'm sure he was.
Although
He just didn't tell anybody.
The one thing though about real life, so like here's the thing is like there were like the things where he was getting super skinny and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, like I don't know to like the extent of like the cancer or anything, like what.
If you look at the trailer for his last movie, he was so skinny.
He was super
And everyone goes, oh, he did it for the role.
Yeah.
From my understanding, he didn't tell Marvel either.
Imagine what that was like for him, like people going, oh, he did it for the role.
He is such a good actor.
But what I was gonna say is was he doing like a Steve Jobs approach where he didn't want like the chemo and everything, and he wanted to like try to go through it on his own? Because I never saw signs of chemo unless he was wearing something to prevent like the showing of hair loss. Or
I
the
don't
question is, was it just something where they're like, we can't treat this?
I didn't really look too far into it because it just happened one day where it's like, oh, Black Panther passed away.
Because I also think like he had to have known about it for years, and I don't think he told Marvel at all.
No, he
or
didn't.
Disney.
Is what came out.
Yeah.
I guess it happened after the first Black Panther, but then he was doing like the Avengers and those while he was sick.
Yeah.
But it was a long movie. It was good. It was powerful. It wasn't very happy though,
Yeah.
as you would expect.
Mm.
But
Like I liked his character and stuff, and I like the Black Panther character. What's his name in the movie? It's T'Challa.
yep.
And I like that. I was just not like an actual fan of the movie itself, like the first one.
No, first one's really good. I'd watch it anytime.
I like I thought it was just like another Marvel movie. The problem is him and Michael B. Jordan had such good characters though. Michael B. Jordan knocked it out of the park too.
I think Marvel has such a problem with villains
Mhm.
that they literally just put on a different color suit than the hero and they're the villain. That you finally got Michael B. Jordan, whose villain isn't wrong. Like, it's like, all right, I see where this guy's coming from.
and then they kill him.
Literally, they didn't even show it, so it's like you didn't really know he was dead until the second one.
Yeah.
Where again, you don't watch them, so they show him on the astro plane there.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. So then you finally know, okay, he's dead. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'd been pushing for him to be the
Well,
actual
like the
Black
thing
Panther.
is like he actually never died on screen though.
Nope.
So they could have easily like because I was really hoping they would bring him in as the new Black Panther, just because like his reasonings and stuff in the movie were so legitimate and everything, and I feel like
That'd be a crazy character arc.
crazy character arc, but I think it would have been a good passing of the torch too.
I'm glad they gave it to Princess Shuri. That was my
Yeah.
vote from the beginning. Again, this is 6 months too late, but
Yeah.
our movie theater got rid of it so quick. Avatar 2. It was like week 3, and it's like, oh, you got one showing.
Did Avatar 2 beat like every movie record or no?
I know it just passed Titanic, I think, for third all-time gross. So
What's second all time?
I think it might be Endgame, and then Avatar 1, or one of those two.
Okay, then my numbers are all mixed up because I thought I went Grapes of Wrath, then Titanic.
We'll have to do some research for next week, because
Well,
there's like 5 different lists.
Because I'm thinking about inflation as well.
Oh, then you're Gone with the Wind, and
Gone with the Wind is
I
the
was
one I
including
think.
inflation.
Yeah. Maybe it's Gone with the Wind, I was thinking.
All right, sir. We're at 56 minutes. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, but it's funny. We kind of like the second half of this was way better than our first half.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Our first half, we were basically like a car engine that kind of start on a freezing morning.
Yeah.
Hence what we're in right now.
All right, man. Good seeing you. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, guys. We're signing off. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco. Tune in next week when we try to get off to a better start.
All right. Peace out.